Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of Hustle Castle. Well, it has been a while. I do apologize for being away for so long. There have been several reasons for it. Burnout and busy schedules at work and busy schedules at home and vacation and COVID and many things going on. But all of that in the past. I am going to be moving forward, hopefully doing more videos in this game and other games. They probably won't be coming out quite as frequently, but the goal is certainly to get out on a more regular schedule, which is going to be hard to get much worse than what I had been. So I do apologize for the absence, but hopefully I am back again. So changed up a couple things. I'm going to be a bit rusty because I have not done this in a while. Right now I got a lot of my socials down below showing on the screen. Those are ways you can contact me. My Discord server is down there and not as popular as it had been because obviously I have been away and some of the people have fallen away from there as well. But that is going to be the location to reach out to me and to others in the games that you're following. That's going to cover all the games that I do cover. So check that out if you're not already a member and join some of the discussions going on there. So the goal here today, we have the Forest Sorcery Festival going on. So I will be talking about that event. It's a new style event. I haven't spent a whole lot of time checking it out, trying to figure out what to do. So we're going to be doing that in this video. And I'll also touch on some of the other new things that have been added to the game. I probably won't go too far in depth in most of those. Hopefully have some videos on those in the future. Just going through these game updates. I mean, there's so much. I mean, it's been months, obviously, since I've been here. So there's a lot of stuff to cover, real high level stuff. We have an unequip all button. I haven't tried that yet. We got new preview hero skins before obtaining them. Okay, so we get to look and see what the hero skins look like. Chat button to the Lighthouse interface. I don't know why we have that. So the Lighthouse is, I believe, new since my last video. We can quick poke around and take a look at that. I know you guys know what that is already. This is pretty cool. Djembe now has auto battles. I will likely do that here in this video. Online status is now displayed in neighborhoods and clan territories. Good for those running the clans. We got pistols that are now in the game. I have not played with those yet at all, but it's a new weapon for the archers. And we got new sets coming in here. We'll look at those at some point in the future. Added the spend all mana button to elixirs. I guess this is like the when you're in Djembe and you're trying to increase your gems, then you instead of just doing like a max and it just throws everything you can't afford, now it's just going to be put in what you can afford. So that'll be a nice quality of life improvement. Dark Cathedral, this is something else that's new in the game since my last videos. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a unique way to do dungeons but by yourself, which I enjoy. So you're not dependent on other people and other people's schedule. The problem is it's still really slow and takes a long time to get through. There's a lot to do. Not positive that the rewards are super duper fantastic, but I do enjoy that. So they're coming up with ways to make it better, and that's what a lot of this is here. Make less battles, faster loading screens, get more stuff on higher difficulty levels. So that's what a lot of that is. And we got light particles now drop one more at a time in the hunter's neighborhood. Light particles. I don't know what that means. Light particles now drop one more time. Okay, well, let's figure out what the hunter's neighborhood is, and lanterns now drop one more time in the raider's neighborhood. Let's see if we can't figure out what that is. Hunter's neighborhood and raider's neighborhood. I guess those are some of the other updates I haven't seen yet. Hunter's neighborhood, is that in here? All players receive these bonuses. All right, so we're getting additional stuff based on your level in your clan territory. So that's good, obviously. More good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this event. Like I said, that's going to be the main focus here. And I am going to try to make my way through it a little bit because I haven't done a whole lot with it, like I said. So we also got the donkey out here. The donkey is leaving soon. So hopefully you've taken advantage of that if that's something you're interested in. But here we go. Here's the Forest Sorcery Festival. So up front, there's a lot of stuff to get. We'll poke around with that in a minute. We have different levels. This is kind of like getting your runes. It kind of looks like the same kind of setup here. So you can go through, do quests to get these tools, and you use these tools to help you get more spells. seal of ice by using magic orb. So we get these different seals, and based on these seals, we can create spells. And this is the part I'm going to try to figure out. So we'll talk through this here. I'm sure you guys are ready. We got 2 days. The event's been going on. You know it more than I do. So we can do quests here, which are going to help us get these tools. As you go, there's different types, and then you use these as you're doing your battle to help you get more of these guys here, these seals. And of course you can buy a pass, and as you can see I haven't bought any pass yet, and this is also similar to some of the other events. So you can buy the cheaper pass, which allows you to have access to a little bit more stuff, including more quests and some other goodies. And then if you buy the super expensive pass, you get all the goodies, and you get to give some stuff to your clan, and you get more quests. I haven't been able to determine if it's really worth buying those yet. Obviously you're gonna you can equip all of your tools. These are locked right now, so I can't really add these extra tools in at the moment. But I don't have tons of them right now, so I'm not sure if it's really worth it. Obviously, you'll earn your other stuff quicker, but I'm not sure if that's worth 10 and 20 bucks. One of the things I am going to try to watch what I'm doing is watch my spending in these games, because it certainly adds up when you buy everything you can for all of the games that you're covering. I'm not just going to go out and buy things by default, and quite often I would earn the new equipment and I wouldn't even use it anyway, so I'd never even look at it. So that's why I haven't bought the passes here yet. Obviously the longer I wait, the more I'm wasting, because I'm losing my chances of getting here. But a lot of these are dungeons, and I don't go to the dungeon very much, so there's Gem Bay, which I will do. We'll check that out with the auto fighting there in a moment. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look here. So I've completed some things. As you see, I've made some progress here. And it looks like some of the items here, so we have the Seal of Ice here, but we also have the Seal of Ice here as well. So you have to make decisions on what you, and there's Seal of Ice there, what you want to spend these on, and what we're trying to earn. Obviously, if we go to this first tab here, and also this tells you which tools to use to get which orbs up here, or which orbs, which seals, sorry. This is all the good stuff that we're going to try to get. Since I haven't bought the pass, all of these ultra premium items here that we're going for, I don't have access to. Are they good? I don't know. We might cover those, we'll see. But here's all the other ones. More decorations, obviously. Black Forest Amulet. Once in a while, when the unit takes damage, they stun the unit that dealt the damage and all units within a small radius. That could be useful. A legendary ring. Once in a while, an enemy that deals the greatest damage takes 65,000 magic damage. Also, the enemy and all enemies in a small radius are on fire. They take 57,000 damage with less healing. Those could be some useful items. Let's grab a new artifact down here. Chain reaction. A random enemy is silenced. They cannot use any of their abilities. When the effect wears off, all units within a small radius have their armor reduced by 25%. And those take 60,000 pure damage. Given everything that's out there, there's a lot of artifacts out there that came out when I wasn't playing. I see a lot of the top players using. I don't have those because obviously I wasn't playing during that time. This doesn't seem like this one's going to be one to top any of those, or even what I'm currently using. Might play around with it in the future, but for now that doesn't seem like that's going to be a major win. Alright, legendary armor, Spring Spirit. When the unit takes 50,000 damage, they deal 60,000 pure damage to all enemy archers and stun them. These are the kind of things. My archer is key to my entire offense, so having something like this is not helpful. So that could be good to fight somebody like me. Once in a while, restores 15% health to themselves and to all the allies of the small radius. I have to see how small that radius is. And once in a while, the unit takes 50% damage instead. The unit takes 50% damage instead of all the allies for 3 seconds. So you got some huge tank out there. They'll absorb all the damage and save everybody else. Yeah, that's not really the way my squad is set up, but I could see that being useful for some people. And then obviously we got lots of other good stuff here, including higher items than we've had in the past. So, instead of, you can get some food, you can get some money, whatever. So you can get up to 1.8 million in coins. I mean, that's huge. And we got these keys, which will be used in one of the new areas. So we got some really good possibilities down there. So we'll go take a look at that in a moment. Click on my happiness here, make sure everybody stays nice and happy. Okay, everybody's happy. So let's just stay here. Let's do it. Let's just go one by one. We're going to just work our way down to get one of everything and then start deciding what the best way to go is. So That's legendary, so let's start at the bottom. Let's not do anything top of the line here. So we're going to start in the uncommon area. We're going to create a spell. What will this give us? So we got a chance for some decorations. We don't really care much about that. We also have unique reward and legendary manuscript, legendary elixirs, ether catchers, some totems. So let's go ahead and create this spell and see. The goal is we're going to do like one of everything. There's our decoration, and you can do the times 10. I'm not going to do that because we're going to be using a bunch of the other items I need to do higher levels. So we're just going to one time through. There we go. There's one of our premium event rewards, and they kept us down here at the bottom instead of scrolling over to the top. That's a nice little quality life change that was added. I certainly appreciate that one. So we got the Silver Ritus spell, and that is going to give us some more decorations. Again, these are uncommon, so I guess we don't expect to get a whole lot. Oh, and we didn't get a whole lot, that's for sure. Okay. And it's still at the bottom. Okay, good. Just making sure. And now we got the Bit of Fawn spell. Unfortunately, we might be going through a lot of our materials before we even get to the top. All right, now, since I have not gotten a pass, you can't get the Orb of Storytelling. All allies have 55,000 health restored and their damage enhanced by 45 for 3 seconds. Mages have their... Ooh. Yeah, this is a good legendary artifact. This might be worth buying the pass for right here. Invisible Aid. All allies have 55,000 health restored and their damage enhanced by 45% for 3 seconds. The mages have their spell power increased for 30 seconds. Yeah, this is a good one. The reward will become available after purchasing an invitation. Legendary artifact. So... we gotta get the big one. It doesn't tell us here. That almost sounds like it's any of them. Yeah, we will keep reading through, but that sounds like a pretty good deal on that one. Bit of Fawns, that's where we're going. In the meantime, we got a chance for the ring. Ooh, 10 totems, or 10 spirits. It's good. Got a bunch of those. We gotta do some leveling. That'll be not right now. Okay, so now we'll work our way up to the Luna Flectus. Lots of those we can create. More decorations. Legendary Totem. Damage, crit, dodge, pierce. This would be for my my archer. Once in a while covers a random enemy. I don't have any of my totems up to level 30. I think my highest is like 11, so long way to get to something like this. But once you get there, the enemy takes 150,000 magic damage over 5 seconds. Sorry about that. Watch, it's beeping, making all kinds of noise. The acid corrodes their armor, reducing it by 15% per second for a total of 3 seconds. The armor reduction reaches 45. The effect lasts for another 2 seconds. Okay, that could be useful. I haven't done a lot of looking into totems, so seems like that could be useful. Probably a little better than some of the basic ones. Ooh, look at that, nice and quick. 153,000 cash, nice. Okay, we're just going through one of everything, and then we'll decide what the best place to spend some more time on. Manabee, we're up to rare. This is our last rare item, it looks like. We have our necklace. Ooh, leaf shedding weather. That's pretty cool. I always like the different backgrounds. Those are kind of nice, especially when they're animated like that. More cash, nice. Always like getting cash. Okay, now we're going to work our way up to epics. We got the Elemental Undum spell. Here's our sword. What do we have on this Autumn Spirit sword? When attacking, has the chance to restore health. Normal sword information there. When attacking an enemy, the unit has 50% chance of dealing physical damage, and 80% of the sword will attack damage to the enemy that deals the greatest damage. Once in a while, they stun the greatest for 3 seconds. That could be useful. I'm not using it, but uses the sword right now, though, so not immediately useful for me. It could be for some people. Wood gathering. Wood gathering has become much more important due to its use for, is it totems? Something that I need to start working on. Energy Exhauer spell. Alright, we have an orb. Once in a while, the unit creates a shield around a random ally at the lowest health. The shield absorbs 50,000 damage, plus 50,000 plus spell power, nice. The unit has 3% health restored per second until the shield is destroyed. That seems like that could be a highly useful support item. I'm running 2 Dark Hulas. This could be good on number 2. Yeah, that one right there might be worth buying the pass for as well. So, a couple items that look like they could be nice. Okay, keep working our way up. The Ritual Spell, last epic here. And our first set of pistols. I haven't, I'll have to check out some of the top people and see if they're running the pistols. Right now, I like my bows that I'm using, so switching from that is gonna be kind of tough. But I am running 2 archers, so maybe I could put this on my second set. The unit's attacks have 40% chance of ignoring the target armor of the target. The unit has a 50% chance of shooting all enemies after each shot. The effect triggers once in a second. Ooh. The unit has a 50% chance of shooting at all enemies after each shot. The effect triggers once in 1 second. That seems like that could be useful. Obviously, we won't get it here, but that's fine. So, obviously, as we're seeing, this is kind of like the rune events and some of the other ones. You get a whole lot of junk. Occasionally, you hit the big one, but quite often, it's just mostly stuff that's not super fantastic. And it looks like we have 1 legendary item, Posta Kali Spell. And here we get 2 items. We got the mount. I don't know if you guys have listened on some of my other videos, but I've never gotten any mount from any event ever. So I wouldn't expect to get this one, but that is pretty cool looking, that's for sure. And we have another, we have a shotgun. I haven't run the shotgun, so once in a while turret fires acid bullets. Oh, you can read it. So I'm not running that setup and don't plan to anytime soon, but there's our artifact as well. So let's take 1 run through here. We got a goblin assistant at least, so we got something good here. And that's it, so okay. Cool animations though, that's pretty cool how that shows. So none of the big stuff for sure. We got objectives all completed now, so let's just go to the bottom, get all of these, and probably get some free premium and free goblin, and nothing as well, it looks like. Yep, look at that, we kept us down at the bottom. That is definitely an easy change in the code. I'm glad they finally made that rather than popping you up to the top every single time. For people like me, like in the rune events, like to scroll around everywhere instead of just or staying at the bottom or whatever, definitely keeps you from having to scroll around tons. Well, these objective rewards are pretty useless the way it looks. So far, a whole lot of nothing. Just some diamonds, of course, but other than that, not much else. This one should be reasonable. In the rune event, there's always a legendary item in here. We got the Goblin Assistant. Ooh, look at that. Premium and Goblin Assistant. And some pretty cool looking pistols. The unit attack, I'm sure these are basics, but that's fine. The unit attacks have 40% chance of ignoring 30% of the target's armor. When attacking, has a 33% chance to increase the damage done. Yeah, so that's just a basic pistol, basic weapon, but still cool nonetheless. And I'm going to pop over here and collect some of my happiness before I get too upset. So that is what this event is. We'll poke around real quick and see if there's anything else we can do real quick, but it's different. I do appreciate that they're putting some differences into the game and trying to mix it up a little bit and keep it a little fresher for people like me who are looking for something a little bit different. So I certainly appreciate that. Obviously, I haven't gotten anything big here. We got a couple of decorations, or one of the decorations, I guess. That's all of the immediates here, and haven't hit anything else really big. But I'm sure the idea is you just spend tons of time. I mean, we had 20 some spells built up in 2 days, so I'm sure a lot of you have a lot more than that, but I'll see where I want to focus on and then spend more of my time down there and try to use the right tools here in order to get the right seals, and then we can craft the right spells. So anyway, that's what the event is. I'll be spending some time on that in the next several days. One thing I did want to touch on, I still enjoy going to Djembe a lot. So this new change that they added is pretty cool. Sure, you've already checked it out, but we now have an auto button on there. So you have your squad set, you go in there, you click auto, and it does its thing. If you have a squad who can get through Djembe pretty easily on its own, you could just start especially if you can get through without having to spend any time, The only issue is you got 5-second downtime right here while you're waiting, which is fine. But during that 5 seconds, you could be going a little bit quicker. But if you're not paying attention, you're watching TV or you're doing whatever, you let this run in the background, do its thing, and you don't have to pay much attention to it. So pretty cool for sure. I've had it before where I kind of put it on auto and I still go down here and click on this button here, so that it still goes quicker and you still stay in auto mode. So, and you don't have to click on a couple buttons. You save a couple clicks and it still goes through. And if you are somebody who needs to go on your hero items up there, especially near the end, which I sometimes do, you can just sit here and wait and click on it as needed, if needed, and then save some time in a way. We now have auto here. We have auto in the portal as well. I haven't spent a lot of time on that one, but that's also a nice quality of life add. Some of that grinding that we have to do for some of these areas all the time, it's nice that they're spending some time trying to simplify that, especially since the game is growing so much and there's so much to do now that you can't really hit everything all of the time, especially if you want to split across multiple accounts, which I guess is not officially supported by the game, but most people do it. Or if you're playing multiple games. So, I play Hustle Castle and Zero City and American Dad, which American Dad is potentially going in a different direction. I'll cover that in the American Dad series when I get back to that one. I think there's an event starting tomorrow, so I'll probably cover that one pretty soon as well. So that game is potentially coming to Hustle Castle, actually. At least some of it is anyway. So as these games keep growing, there's just so much to do in them. You can't really do everything in all of the games. I mean, somebody like me trying to cover them all, and I actually want to add some additional games to my channel as well. Royalty is one I've been playing, so I've been planning on covering that. I recorded one video, but I haven't posted it yet. I'll be getting back to that here shortly as well, hopefully. And then there's some other games that will be coming out that I want to start covering as well when they come out. So so as these games grow, my point is it's hard for me to continue to do everything. So that was, you can blast through, especially if you have premium right here, you can do a 4x speed, you can blast through Djembe pretty quickly. So as we saw, that was one. You can just quickly go in, Djembe, start free, previous. Let's see, I don't know if I have previous set on this device though. Looks like the right people. I don't want to reset my squad. Here we go. So this is how you set your tools here. So you need to equip, and if you have the silver or gold, you can add multiple items. So I'll just go ahead and add that one in there just for now because I have so many of them. Add. Then as you can see in the corner, I now have 30. So each battle they'll use one of them, and then once that 30 is gone, then next time you get into a fight again, they'll prompt you to add some tools again. And there we go. I'm back to the timer and it's gone again. So I'm just going to stop it after this one. I'll do this one off camera. Certainly, like I said, do appreciate that quality of life change. And while we're here, let's just quick poke into the other items as well. I guess we're not there anymore, but so Lighthouse is new. We got rankings. Most people aren't really doing this one anymore. I don't think a lot of people like it. So I often get first place. When you get first place, you get pretty big chest with some, we can't see it here. So that's the PvP area where you're kind of fighting others, but you're not really, you're fighting their squad, kind of like you do in Djembe. That's the wrong spot. But it allows you to level up your player a little bit. So if I go here, you can see one right here. So I won the last one. So you get a bunch of elixirs and ancient levels. So it's pretty good. And I spend most of my time focusing on a couple different people. So if we go here, we can go, add damage. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I haven't done my daily. As long as you add at least 10 for a daily, you complete one of your daily items. So I'll go in and add some of these. And you get just a little bit stronger. And me personally, the way I'm focusing on a lot of this, in this and the next couple areas I'm going to cover, I still focus on the areas that those people are specialized in. I've talked about, strength versus power in this game and other games as well. There's really no point in adding magic damage to somebody that can't do magic damage. It's just going to make their power higher and it will help them zero. And again, crit and dodge are chance items, so I don't spend a lot of effort there. As you can see, I have updated my crit here for this specific fighter because she does a lot of crit. So I am trying to up that one. But again, that's still a chance item. And if we go here to our tank, then, I want to spend my effort on health or armor. And armor, I haven't spent tons of time on those yet, but I will. And that's where I'm going to spend most of my focus, trying to make them stronger in those areas, because that is going to be the way to maximize their power the most. So because of that, my power is still fairly low. I certainly could be significantly higher, but I'm still trying to keep my power low. And that's the kind of thing that helps my railroad stay easy. I think everybody knows that already. So one of the other changes that has come to the game is there's a Lighthouse, Dark Cathedral we talked about. I'm not going to go in there right now. I will real quick. There we go. So there's 3 different levels. This is level 2. And as you can see, there's a lot of fights to go in there. You just go in there, pick your squad and do the fights, which is fine. And it goes through pretty quick because you get the 4X going and that kind of stuff. But as you can see, we got, 15 different battles, and I got to go to another floor yet. So there's a bunch of floors to get through. I probably better start this because we're going to end it pretty soon. So I think you have like 36 hours to finish it after you started it. Actually, it might even be less than that. All right, so something else that came out as well, we can make our fighter stronger by going up here to evolution and then go to specialization. And we got this area. You add bonuses, so you get the glyphs, and when you get the glyphs, you can start leveling some of these areas. Once all 6 of them are filled, then this guy improves. And once you get all 3 of them, this bonus improves. And then once you get like one side done, it can help this, and this also contributes to this. And once both of those are done, you get this bonus. And if you get all of them done, you get this bonus. So all of this stuff contributes to making them better and stronger. Me personally, I am not focusing on everything for everybody, at least not right now, because a lot of stuff over here is more damage related. So if we look at everything in here, we got pierce, we got damage, we got crit, health, damage, accuracy, and that kind of stuff. So this is more tailored towards our archers. We got over here, these are more tailored towards your tank, but also to the archers as well, because there's damage as well. So I am focusing here for my damage dealers and my tanks as well. I'm doing both, but mainly focusing up there. And once I get down here, this is more for our mages. We have, let's just click in here. So we got magic damage, we got spell power, fortitude, and things like that, which are going to be helping our mages. And we go up here, these are also helping our mages and this kind of stuff. So I am not spending any effort down here for anybody that's not a mage. There's really no point for the Phoenix area in my mind. So again, that's just going to be more or less fake power. There's going to be some stuff that can help you. Not that one. Let's just randomly pick one, see if we get lucky. Like there's health somewhere in here. Magic damage, magic armor could help our tanks, obviously. So, and magic pierce could be useful. Crit could be useful. So some of these could be useful, but in order to really get benefits, you need to get all 6 done to improve their levels, which improves this levels. This also is helping our spell power, which isn't going to help our archer. So, some of that stuff just doesn't really seem worth spending the effort and leveling it up. But, if we find out that having this guy up to a 10, if we go up here to a 10, then everything is increased by 30%. So if we find that overpowers everything else, then maybe it's time to start focusing on those. But for now, I'm not really doing that. So I know a lot of people are just trying to do everything they can just to get that completed. But me personally, just trying to keep the power low, trying to stay as efficient as possible. I'm not going to focus on those. All right, so this has gone on long enough. We're about 30-minute mark here in the video. Did want to talk about some of those things, and we can have some other videos where I dive into some of those details a little bit more. We can figure them out together as well. And if you have some additional notes you want to add, feel free to add some comments. Go ahead and join the Discord server and put some comments in there, or open some discussions, ask your questions, whatever. There's a lot of people that are on Discord that can answer the questions better than myself. And if you need something answered or trying to figure something out, that's a good place to go. So thanks everybody for tuning in and hanging on. Sorry for being away for so long. Like I said, the goal is to be back and be creating things more often. So until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.